Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. I am Zhong, the owner of the Zhong Cage Fighting Series. Going down in 5 weeks from now. Right next to me, we have Brandon Olson. He will be fighting on the title, the 155 title. Very exciting to have Brandon Olson coming back here. Been fighting on my show. God, it's been years, right? On and off.
Yeah, my pro debut.
Your pro debut's on my show, and I'm very, very glad to have you back here. One and only the OG. So now, Brandon, let's introduce you all to fight family in case some of them don't know who you are, where you're coming from, the whole nine yards, your background.
I grew up in Livermore, California. I had a background in wrestling. I wrestled for Livermore High. I still coach at East Avenue Middle School in Livermore.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm the head coach there. I train out of mainly Pleasanton right now. I train at the Resistance Fitness Center. Got a lot of Muay Thai out there. I also train with my Sambo coach Val Ignatov. And then I also train with a lot of guys out in Gorilla. Got a lot of good training partners out there too.
What do you do for work?
So I'm a personal trainer. I actually just registered my own personal training business.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's called Shine Bright Fitness. And I mainly work with clients that are younger clients that are on the autism spectrum.
Wow.
I have some elderly clients, so it's a lot of clientele that are needing help just learn the basics of movement and things like that. So
well, require a lot of patience.
Yeah.
To work with people that have a little bit extra more attention. That's pretty awesome though, man. I'm just glad do what you love to as your occupation. So now let's talk a little bit. Your last fight come off a big win against the guy. What's his name again?
It's Diego Bigelow.
Diego Bigelow. He's one of the up and comer in Sacramento area. How do you finish his fight?
So it was a second round submission due to Kimura.
Kimura.
Yeah, it's my favorite submission. It's a big Sakuraba fan.
Oh shit! Of course, the Gracie Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was always one of my favorite moves, and I really like that. Especially, it can be a sneaky one. I have a wrestling background, but I always had a little bit of a unconventional wrestling background or style. So a lot of guys that going for the doubles and singles, if you can just sneak that arm in there and pull that arm behind their back. So
now the fight before that, you fought on my show. It was the end of the last year, right?
Yeah.
And you fought Matt Chapman, and I didn't have a chance to talk to you after the fight. You were actually winning the first round.
Yeah.
And then what's your thought on that fight?
So the difference between the Matt Chapman fight and the fight with Diego, honestly, to me, comes down to my mindset. When I fought Chapman, I had been training a lot more. I was in a lot better shape. I always, struggle a little bit with cutting weight just because my body type, I'm already pretty skinny.
Right.
But basically going in the second round, I told my corner, I don't know what's wrong with me. My body just feels depleted. Yeah.
Wow.
So when I went into that fight, I just put a lot of pressure on myself. I tend to do that a lot.
Because you haven't fought for this little time off and
yeah.
First time coming back.
Yeah, so I just tend to kind of do that a lot. But then when I fought Diego, I literally came back from, me and my wife went to Norway.
No shit.
We were traveling for 2 weeks. We came back for 2 weeks, and then I took a fight on 2 days' notice.
God damn. Well, I guess, healthier mindset is a big part of fighting.
Yeah.
So, I can see. So when you're coming into your last fight, you actually have a healthier mindset. You're a little bit more don't give a fuck, that type of shit, right?
Yeah.
Don't give a fuck, just let's fucking go for it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you're coming off a win, so now it's giving me a stronger incentive to promote this upcoming fight because Jordan Mapa is your upcoming opponent. As we all know, he took a few years break, got some surgeries, and not even know whether he's gonna keep doing fighting or not. And now he decided to pick up the pace and let's get back into it. Get back on the horse and start running. He got a couple wins. Probably not against the most legitimate skill set of strong credential, opponent. And then now he's against you. Both you guys come off a big victory. This is definitely gonna be the highlight reel on my event. What's your thought on Jordan Mapa?
So the fights that I've been able to watch of his, seems like on the feet he's a strong striker. Maybe likes to bang a little bit.
Yeah,
get a little reckless.
Absolutely.
But then on the ground, he has gotten some wins where he mounts guys and finishes them there. So he's definitely well rounded. But I think stylistically, I match up with guys that can be a little bit more aggressive. So I can counter a little bit. And then anytime a fight goes to the ground, I feel comfortable. So
Now you are a purple belt now, right?
yeah.
How long have you been a purple belt?
So I got my purple belt beginning of 2021, and so that was something that kind of was a long time coming, just based off of like my training.
Do you do a lot of no gi?
Yeah, so that's the thing. I was a 7-year blue belt. But I basically got my blue belt, probably trained in the gi for 2 to 3 years after that, and then just completely went into no gi. I did multiple no gi tournaments.
I see you many tournaments.
Yeah, but I always competed the advanced level or the highest level. So I'd be competing against black belts. So for me it didn't matter too much because honestly when I put the gi on. The purple belt is a little bit symbolic because I've been training for so long, but I have a big gap between my gi and my no gi.
Right, absolutely. Well, I mean, MMA fight, you don't start off the gi, you don't wearing a gi.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter, So now, do you see yourself having a little bit more advantage on Jordan Mapper on the grappling department?
I think so. Like I said, sometimes my grappling is a little bit unorthodox. So I sometimes switch it up to where I'm not necessarily, I have a wrestling background, but I'm not always the one shooting in for takedowns. Most of my amateur fights, actually.
Everybody trying to take you down.
Yeah, everybody take me down, and I had multiple ones where I then just took their back and got a rear naked choke. So
wow,
kind of just my style, kind of in general. My lifestyle is just to go with the flow. So
well, I mean, the way how Jordan is presenting himself. Most people studying him, I don't think he's gonna go for a takedown on you. He's gonna keep it on his feet. He's probably gonna be bang, So, do you consider yourself like working on taking him down to try to get that advantage on the ground?
Not too much, honestly. Yeah, like I think sometimes it's like the fight will go where it's gonna go, and that's again something that if I stress too much on I have this game plan, I need to do this, push him up against the fence or take him down, whatever, kind of drains on me a little bit. So kind of like to go in there and just have a mindset of I know I can fight anywhere. I've taken hard shots before. I've been taken down. I've been on top. So it's like wherever it goes, I just know I got the reactions, and I just gotta do my best wherever it happens.
Who's your main training partner for this upcoming fight?
So I got a couple. Like I said, I'm mostly in Pleasanton right now. I train with Lucas Martino. He's got a fight coming up in A1. Ian Masloff and JT Donaldson. I train a lot of jiu-jitsu with them as well. And then at the Resistance Fitness Center, I've got some guys, Eddie Abasolo, just won a
good
fight.
Striker.
In one championship. And then D'Angelo Ty is out there too. So I train with a lot of good guys. So
how do you see this fight against Jordan? How do you see this fight gonna go down?
I mean, I don't know.
You don't know.
That's why I enjoy fighting. If I thought I knew what was gonna happen, it wouldn't be as fun. So
wow,
we'll see.
It looks like it's gonna be a wild west right here, man. Now, if people want to get a hold of you to get ticket, come watching you fight, support you, how can people contact you?
So hit me up on Instagram. My handle is @FlexWang. I also just get a hold of me through if you have my contact info, email or text message. I'm pretty busy, but also look me up. Like I said, I have my personal training business now, Shine Bright Fitness. I've got a website, shinebrightfit.com.
You train people at the gym or?
So I do both. So I work out of a personal training facility in San Ramon called ATP Fitness.
ATP Fitness.
Yeah, and I also work with some clients doing some house visits as well.
Nice.
But
nice.
So work all over the place a little bit.
Now, do you have any special loved one, coach, training partners, supporters that you want to shout out to?
I mean, I got my wife, you know, that's at home right now. But we're dog parents, so we got two husky mixes. So
You breed them?
nah, so we got them both from rescues. It's
shit.
one thing that kind of became you know, something dear to me lately is a lot of dog breeds, especially high energy ones like that. They're just all in the shelters now because they're such a popular breed.
No
But
shit.
they're a handful. They're literally a toddler where you gotta take them out, exercise them, or else they can be a little bit too much to handle. So don't get a dog unless you know how to take care of it.
That's pretty awesome. Any sponsor?
Sponsors. So I again just my main personal training business. I always try to shout out. But besides that, I haven't really been working with too much.
Your parents from watching you find this one?
We'll see. They moved all the way up to Oregon, so it's
What?
a bit of a trek. Yeah.
I remember a long time ago I had to drop off some ticket in your parents' house. Like that was like years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. So what other family member you have in the Bay Area?
So I got my mom's side of the family is all in Modesto, Sonora. You know, I got my aunts and uncles and my grandparents. So
Hopefully I see all your supporters coming down watching you fighting for the strap. You know this.
yeah.
What's your goal in the future now? Do you have anyone, besides your upcoming opponent, do you have anyone that in mind that you want to fight in the future?
So I'm always trying to correct, you know, past fights that I've had. One that
Matt
I
Chapman?
had Matt Chapman, you know, maybe in the future. I also have Benny Orozco that I had a jiu-jitsu match with. I know he's getting into MMA,
Yeah.
that'd be an interesting one. But yeah, and then in the future, there's I had a fight that I lost in Final Fight Championship, and
Who did you fight on that?
his name was
On the spot.
I'm terrible with names, but he went on to fight on the it was the UFC Contender Series.
Does he win?
He won one, and then they didn't give him the contract, and he lost it. And
So he's a boring fighter.
yeah, it's killing me that I can't remember his name right now.
I gotta look at that later.
Yeah, that's me. I just try to I don't know. I don't even know who I'm fighting next, but I just
Hopefully,
try to go unprepared.
we'll keep you busy. If Jordan Mapa watching this interview, what do you have to say to Jordan?
I just say, you know, show up ready for a fight and make sure prepared because I'm gonna charge forward and try to take your head off.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, Sherard Blackledge. That's who beat me in Final Fight. He's the only person to ever stop me.
No shit. Where does he train at?
So he was in Vegas at yeah, I don't know the gyms out there, but
It's all good.
yeah, he's out there. So he's been doing well. So that's my goal. You know, like we met and I same thing preparation wise. I didn't do my best. Cut a lot of weight in a very bad way. But then you know he's been doing really well. So I'd like to kind of be able to
Catch up.
Yeah, hopefully someday.
Fighting for this strap, you're gonna catch a lot of attention. As soon as whoever put the straps on, everybody's gonna start calling you out. Just prepare for that. Now you say cutting a lot of weight. What do you walk around with right now?
That's the thing. I don't cut a lot. Heaviest I get up is like 170. But
but just having a hard time to cut.
Yeah, because I'm so lean. I don't keep muscle mass a lot. So what I have is I gotta cut all my water. And if I have such a fast metabolism that again something that through years of experience now, like I kind of just listen to myself because I've had a lot of bad advice. Sometimes you got coaches or training partners or different gyms.
Everybody's expert.
Yeah, everybody tells you, cut carbs, like 0 carbs 2 weeks out. And I'm carb heavy. Like if I don't have carbs for a day, like I can't get up in the morning. So if I
recommend carbs.
Yeah.
I recommend. I mean, you don't have carb, your body don't have fuel.
Yeah.
You just have to, do some water low and just definitely have to have a carb. You can't just train without carb. I mean, you're gonna deplete it.
Yeah.
You kind of fuck your shit up,
Yeah, and that's me. Like if I don't eat, again, I don't put weight on very easily, so I've got a lot of fat reserves. So a lot of guys that are cutting from 185, 190 for 155, like they're not cutting, they're dieting down and then cutting. for me, I gotta make sure I'm still eating, you know, the whole week. You know,
So you pretty much walk around pretty light. You don't walk around heavy.
pretty much, I just try to cut like about 10 pounds, like stay within that like the day before, and
That's good.
yeah, try to hit as much water as I can. But you know, if I get it down, ideally, you know, I'd maybe go down to 145 in the future.
Damn.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys.
And Jordan Mapa is from 145 moving up.
Yeah.
I mean, he's getting a little older now. He used to be 145 amateur and then pro, but now he wants to do 155. So
Yeah.
do you think you have some size advantage on Jordan?
I definitely got a height and reach advantage, you know, which can be big in the striking. But I'm expecting him, you know, to maybe come in a little bit stronger. But you know, this is the same thing I've ever since in high school wrestling. Like I never was able to cut weight because I was too skinny. You know, so I'd always have a height advantage where I'd be a whole head taller than everybody that was wrestling. So.
Well, it's awesome. It's an honor to have you on another spotlight. Having a pro debut, now having you know, my promotion is part of your journey. Hopefully, can see you rising to the top one day, and I can tell people those are the fighters come from my promotion. You know, so awesome. And for more information about this upcoming fight card, check out DragonHouseMMA.com. This event's a live stream pay-per-view. You cannot make it to the event. Making sure you guys order your pay-per-view voucher from DragonHouseMMA.com. Here we go. I have Brandon Olson. Do you have any last word you want to say to anybody?
Not really. Just
any of your customer, your clients gonna buy a ticket to come watch you fight?
yeah. Just again, like you're saying, I like that you have the live stream that's available.
Yes.
Because you know, I got a lot of people that I know from a lot of different parts that are a little bit hard to make it all the way out here.
Yes.
So yeah, make sure that you catch it online. You know, I hate hearing people, oh, you know, like let me know when it's coming up, and then they wait until last minute and I can't show up. It's like, well, you know, buy it from your house, you know.
That's right. That's right. Well, I'm Zhong signing out. Another huge epic event. It's gonna happen on May 20 at Keys R Pavilion. Don't forget the one after, August 19. It's gonna be in Cow Palace, the biggest MMA event in California. So hands down. So making sure you guys stay tuned and register early. Hit me up for my Instagram and follow me on YouTube channel. Subscribe my YouTube channel and give me some love and support. And I'm Zhong signing out, and right next to me I have Brandon Olson, who will be fighting for the 155-pound strap May 20. Good to have you on board, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.